he said. I did something wrong and I hurt a lot of people. If you don't pay back the money within 24 hours, the police will come and get you. That Wong met a woman who had been married for 6 months and was being abused by a family.
January 8, 2019 is an ordinary working day. A technology company in Changzhou City is preparing to hold a meeting, but Wong, the staff member in charge of reception, does not show up. At noon, Wong's father, Lao Wong, was cooking lunch when he turned around and saw his son coming back.
Have you had lunch yet? He said he had eaten and went home to find something. Dad, I left.
Back, son as usual disappeared in the alley. After a while, Lao Wong received a phone call from the company.
The company said that some customers were waiting for Wong to have dinner. Where did he go? Then I felt a bit strange and went into his room. I found a letter in his bag and it said, Dad, I'm leaving. I'm going to find Mum.
Why mother? Because his mother has passed away.
He said, I did something wrong and I hurt a lot of people.
That I have kept a lot of things from you in recent years. I am also very unhappy. I couldn't tell you, so I chose to leave.
I realized something bad was going to happen.
Alarmed, Lao Wong hurriedly went to the police and reported the incident.
According to the surveillance camera, Wong disappeared on the road of Hutong River after leaving his home. There are no cameras on the river and the other cameras didn't see Wong, so we suspect he jumped into the river.
Lao Wong looked at his son's suicide note over and over again. It said, there is a good girl named Xiaoyu, I missed, after I left, you can call her and ask her about me.
Lao Wong knows who Xiaoyu is. She has kept in touch with Wong on the internet for several years.
We met online in 2009.
I called Xiaoyu and asked him, Wong is missing. Do you know where he has gone? She said, Wong may have jumped into the river. He told me that a few days ago. I thought it was a joke.
Wang said that he was too stupid and that the people of this society were too bad.
A day later, Wong's body was fished out of the river not far from his home.
I still don't know why. Because he is a section chief in the factory with an annual salary of 100,000 yuan. I've helped him buy a house, and many people have introduced girlfriends to him.
Apart from being nearly 40 and single, Wong has nothing for Lao Wong to worry about. A few days later, Lao Wong recalls some unusual circumstances.
A few days before he died, someone called and said, if you don't pay back the money within 24 hours, the police will come and get you.
Wong doesn't have bad hobbies like gambling. Why does he borrow money everywhere? Lao Wong couldn't believe it.
His annual salary is 100,000 yuan. I spend money to eat, buy clothes, and buy a house. He has worked for a long time. I think he has several 100,000 yuan.
He used to work very hard, but then he was absent-minded.
The boss of the company told me that he became very dull after finishing his work tasks.
The phone call made Lao Wong feel very strange. He contacted Xiaoyu again.
Xiaoyu told me that Wong met a woman who had been married for 6 months and was being abused by a family at a meeting by using the WeChat function people nearby.
So, does Wong's suicide have anything to do with this woman?
Wong and a woman named Pen often talk. They call each other husband and wife. Pen often asks Wong for money, which is a large amount. The most incredible thing is that there is not a single voice message or voice call in the 3 years of chat history.
Pan is the married woman who was abused by the family. Why would such an unfortunate woman want to defraud Wong of his money? When the police arrest Yang, everyone is surprised.
He was a scruffy-looking man in his 30s. Pan had sent Wong a bank card number, which belonged to Yang.
The fact that Pan is a married man means nothing to Wong, who is now dead. Wong died without knowing that the woman he had loved for 3 years was a man in his 30s with a wife and children.
I was working in a milk tea shop at that time. Wong added me as a friend on WeChat. He said, do beautiful women want to date? I didn't answer. He sent lucky money, so I didn't deny it.
The income of the milk tea shop is very low. Yang thinks Wong is very generous, so he has the idea of cheating money.
I was divorced, and my ex-wife took more than 100,000 yuan.
His ex-wife asked Yang to pay child support. Yang has no money, and thinks Wong's appearance is a good opportunity.
He wants to be with Pan and asks her for a divorce.
Yang posed as a beautiful young married woman Pan on the internet and was very attentive to Wong.
Pan fits Wong's requirements in a partner, and Wong will grant Pan all her requests.
Sometimes when Pan asks Wong for money, Wong may not have the money and cannot give it to him right away. Pan will act pedantic and say, "Don't you love me anymore? My heart is broken." Half-naked videos are sometimes posted, and Wong believes this is Pan.
As their relationship grows stronger, Wong longs to meet Pan to discuss the future.
At the appointed time, Pan sent Wong a picture of the infusion, saying she needed several thousand yuan for the treatment.
Wong and I met. I pretended to be Pan's brother.
In order to meet, Wong once gave Pan a supermarket card worth 500 yuan, and asked her to come and get it. Pan had to invent an identity, her younger brother. Hi. Every time Wong called Pan, she said it was inconvenient to answer the phone at work and that she planned to go to bed at night. Later, Pan demanded a total of 650 yuan from Wong on the pretext that her father was ill in hospital and needed money, and that she needed 200,000 yuan to buy a cemetery after his death.
I end this process. Yang spent 100,000 yuan on car modification, 200,000 yuan in child support to his ex-wife, more than 100,000 yuan on his remarriage and wedding, and the other money was spent on playing games, which used up all the money Wong gave him.
Wong gave all the money to Pan, so he had to borrow money from his father, embezzled public funds, and paid all the expenses of Yang's family by himself.
Wong never doubted Pan's identity, because Pan's dreams were so real that Wong always looked forward to them. In October 2018, Wong owed a lot of money and couldn't pay it back. He said to Pan, "My father has a house. After you and I get married, the house will be transferred to my name and we can take out a mortgage." Pan initially agreed to meet, but never showed up. Wong began to suspect that Pan was cheating on his feelings and never thought that Pan was a man.
For a man who is so eager for love on the internet, what is his relationship experience like in real life?
Introduced a lot of people to him. There were 4 women in the factory who were very happy with him, but he didn't want to.
Wong's work and family conditions make him very popular in blind dates. There are also women who like him very much.
The first time I saw Wong, I knew he was the one.
Xiaoyu thinks Wong is a gentle, single-minded man. In fact, Wong is strong on the outside, but inside he is very tender and sensitive.
Wong lives in Changzhou and Xiaoyu lives in Guangzhou. Their relationship has lasted for 6 years. Until Pan came along in 2015, Wong stopped replying to Xiaoyu's messages.
He blocked me in 2015 and didn't contact me for 3 years.
After Wong met Pan, he told Xiaoyu, "I already have a girlfriend. Don't waste your time on me." But Xiaoyu said he would wait for him.
In 2018, I was still sending messages to him, and he suddenly replied, "I am not doing well."
Xiaoyu is the person Wong trusts the most, and also the person who knows Wong the best. About Wong's suicide, Xiaoyu's thoughts are as follows.
He wanted to find someone who would be good to him like his mother.
His mother died in a car accident when he was a sophomore. He says his mind goes blank in class. He can't take anything in, because his mother had a deep relationship with him and loved him very much. After his mother died, his temper and personality changed.
Wong had his first girlfriend in college, but after his mother died, she broke up with him, making him dull.
There are some things he doesn't tell me. I wish I could communicate with him more. He said, "I was promoted to section chief. Can you give me some advice?" I said, "No problem. It would be right to follow my advice. It's all about work, about him, not sharing his feelings."
The death of his mother is equivalent to closing the door of Wong's emotional communication. He refuses to open it to his father. Xiaoyu is the only person he confides in.
The day before he killed himself, he was desperate. He said Pan was too dark. I said if you married me, I would help you with your money problem. I wanted to help him.
My son borrowed 60,000 yuan from Xiaoyu. She said she had no money and needed to ask her father for money. Xiaoyu's father said, "I will only lend Wong the money if he marries you."
I've been calling my parents from 6 a.m. to noon, but they haven't answered. Whether in China or abroad, I can't let go of Wang's suicide for the rest of my life.
Xiaoyu was sincere. It was my son who failed her.
Wong once said to Pan, "I haven't loved anyone in these 8 years. Only when I met you did I open my heart and love someone with all my heart. I gave up on someone I could marry soon. I stubbornly wanted to be with you. I gave everything to you, and now I can no longer hold on to this."
The suicide note said that he wanted to find his mother. Xiaoyu also said that he wanted to find a woman like his mother if his mother died. At what stage of life will be too much to bear? I have to leave this world. That's when he was a baby, without the care of their mother. They feel that they have no ability to face the world independently. There are two conjectures about Wang's death. One is that the world is hopeless. The other is that he has no ability to cope with the world, so he wants to return to his mother's side, to a warm and safe place. From the outside, Wong seems to be able to adapt to society as a section chief, but in fact, he is still a child inside. His father doted on him in another way. For example, his father said that I bought his clothes, cooked his meals, and asked me if he had any questions about his work. Both mom and dad have created such an attachment with him that we give you a good life. What is more responsible parental love? I enable you to live independently. Parents are in charge of the whole of their children's lives and are content with their all-powerful narcissism. The relationship between Wang, Pen and Xiaoyu is very interesting. Xiaoyu is a little like her mother, accepting everything about Wang unconditionally. Why does Wang have no love for Xiaoyu? Wang, I guess, wants to be good to him like her mother, but also wants the satisfaction of the adult world. Pan is attentive to Wang, and at the same time, fulfills Wang's protective desire as a man. Wang thinks he has saved Pan and improved Pan's life. Such is the satisfaction of an adult man.